working group for really tying what is here to the vision that we have in the general principles. And as Max said, without that vision we shall die, and now it's going to be up to us eventually to implement that vision that we are developing here and putting on paper. Secondly, I am glad they use the term servant leadership. And as I think about that, there are two aspects. Both serving others, but being open and recognizing your vulnerability and your need to be served as an individual or as a group. And I think that has to be part of it. This was brought home to me when I looked at the feast of the Visitation. I looked at the visitation, and I'd always been taught to pass it. Mary went to help out Elizabeth. Well, yeah, probably that, but more importantly, she really, really needed help and advice and counsel at that point. And each one of us, if this model of CLC is going to work, need to look at it that way. Next point I have is one of confusion from our group. What do we mean by affinity group? One of us in our group sees this, that if, for instance, I decided that I would like to form within CLC a group of CLCers around the country focused in on the spirituality of business, that I would find the list of business people in CLC and go ahead and try to put that together. Others in our group saw as clusters being affinity groups being something that clusters have to belong to. So this isn't the time to do it, but I'll let this worked out later. Our one point of desolation on what we've been looking at overall is it still seems to be terribly complex. And I hope we can work out that a little bit, both in understanding and maybe find ways to decomplex it if there is such a word.
One line that really jumped out at me was the personal and communal transformation line. It seems to me that whatever we do at the national level doesn't really matter if there's no personal transformation at the local level. So I just think it's really important that we keep in mind that we have a great opportunity in 2 years at the National Assembly to make that happen. And that we need to start now with communication and invitation to all of our members to come to that assembly, to experience the diversity that we've experienced here and to grow in that transformation. And we also said something about the Jesuit universities have never invited us to be there. We're going to have a hard time finding a place to have such a large gathering. Maybe we could apply to the Association of Jesuit Universities and see if we could get them to open up some doors for us.